Hello all, welcome to DFCCL exam preparation crash course. So today is your part 7 of economics and marketing. Okay, so we will see lots of things today and very important class. Today's class is very important for you. So your short 1 to 2 marks. Okay, they may ask you from this topic. So let's start with our lecture. Okay, so if you recall in the previous sessions, if you recall, then what I told you that inflation. Okay, very important term, inflation. You know what is inflation now. Okay, so I told you that suppose this is the 2010 and this is 2015. Okay, and inflation rate is like this. It is increasing like this. Okay, suppose 5%. It is increased 5%. Then it's okay. It's perfect. Okay, it's perfect. There is no problem. But what I told you in the last class that if inflation increase steeply, okay, that is in 2010 suppose like this, and now it is in 2015 like this here. Okay, so it is now suppose 15%, then there is a problem. Okay, then there is a problem. Or if I can take this as a 2014. Okay, just take 1 year because 1 year is perfect for you. Okay, so from 2014 to 15, if it is 5%, then it's okay because you will get your, suppose you are a salary person, then you will get increment of 10%, say 8%, 10%, 30% like that. Okay, but in same year, in the 1 year, if it is 15, then there is difficulty. Okay, lots of job they will lose, means unemployment will there, right? Unemployment there, then people will not pay for goods and services, which is very important for economy. Okay, because of which production will be less, so lots of impact is there. So to, I can say, handle it, okay, to handle the inflation, to handle the inflation, the monetary policy is the strategy. Okay, like I give you strategy for all the exams. Like similarly, monetary policy is the strategy of RBI and government to control the inflation. Okay, by adjusting money supply. Very important. By adjusting money supply in the market or in the economy. Okay, very important term. And with money supply, interest rates also. Okay, we will see what is the rates are there. Okay, so very important that monetary policy will be there, right? You should remember why it is important, because to control the inflation in simple language. Okay, now let's look at this money supply term. Okay, what is the meaning of actually money supply? See, just overview. Okay, just overview. We will slowly go in detail. So suppose if in market, okay, if in market there is lots of money in people, with people, okay, lots of people, we have money. Okay, I can say money supply is very large. Money supply is very large. Okay, so in this case, demands of people will get increased. Okay, we already see the demand. Okay, we already see the demand. Unlimited demands are there. So obviously if you have money, then you will purchase lots of things which you can't right now, right? That is a fact. So demand increased. Okay, demand increased. Because of demand increase now, okay, goods and services which are available in less quantity, or I can say scarce, okay, that price goes very high. So price increased. Okay, it's increased crazily because lots of people have lots of money now. Lots of money. Okay, because money supply is very high in the market. Okay, done by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So price of goods and services will be high. This is nothing but your inflation. Okay, so this is nothing but your inflation, that price will be high. So in short, one MCQ question you will get from here, that whenever money supply is high, then what is the effect on inflation? It is increased, it is decreased, high, low. Okay, none of this like this. Okay, you have to remember. And similarly, if money supply is less, let's say money supply is less. Okay, there is lots of there is no money in the market. Okay, people have very less money. So obviously, if you have less money, then you will think twice, okay, before spending. So demand decreased. Demand decreased. Okay, and obviously demand decreased. If there are very less people, few people are there to purchase the product, then obviously price of the product will get decreased. Okay, means inflation decreased. Inflation is decreased. Okay, because inflation is nothing but rising in the price of goods and services or products. Okay, simple. So if money supply is less, inflation is less. If money supply is more, inflation is more. Now we will see how RBI strategize these things. Okay, with the help of tools. Some tools are there. and one by one we will see the detail of each and every tool. Okay, so till now I hope that basic thing you know that why monetary policy is very important for us, right? So it is actually a macroeconomic. This question also they will ask you, macroeconomic tool. Okay, you know now what is the meaning of macroeconomy. Okay, you know already we see. Second thing, it controls unemployment. Okay, we saw just now how we can control the unemployment. Second point, will create jobs. Okay, obviously it will create jobs, that's why unemployment get reduced. Then we can say economic growth is there. Okay, economic growth is there. Why economic growth? Because what I told you, inflation is good if it is rising like this. Okay, because it shows that yes, economy is growing. Economy is growing. Okay, but it should not like this. Simple. So these 3 points are very important for your monetary policy. Okay. Now, so just two technical words are there. Whatever I just explained you. Okay. So technical words are there for that. One is expansionary, expansionary policy. Second, contractionary policy. Okay, don't afraid by the words, just same meaning that it expansionary means expansion means what we are doing basically in this, in expansionary, that we are increasing the money supply. Okay, we are increasing the money supply. Very easy, right? Just I explain you that whenever we increase the money supply, then inflation will increase. Okay, so now MCQ question, how they will ask you in expansionary policy, what will be the effect of inflation? Now you can answer. Okay, same. So this is the first point, that money supply will increase. Okay, you I guess you are thinking that how money supply is increasing, right? Means what? That bank, okay, bank, what bank is doing here? You know, bank offers loan. Okay, car loan, home loan, furniture loan, lots of loans. Okay, lots of loans are there. So they will decrease the interest rate on loan, and because of that, people will take loan. People will take loan. Na? If interest rate is decreased, then people will take the loan, and then people will get the money, right? So in the market there is a money supply, increase money supply. I hope you got now what is the exactly meaning of increase in the money supply. Okay, so here this I hope you got this. Now inflation is increased, money supply increased. Okay, another word is that cheap money. Okay, cheap money. It is actually very funny. Cheap money. Okay, see what is the meaning of why it is called cheap money? Because all the things are decreased now. Okay, loans, we are getting loans at very cheap price. Very cheap price we are getting loans. That's why people are taking loans, and now people are feeling rich. Okay, they are purchasing, they are demanding, lots of things happening. Okay, and because of this, obviously inflation rises. Inflation rises. Okay, so it is also called cheap money. So I hope that you got now. And the second term, that is contractionary, means contract means what? Money supply decreased. Very easy. Money supply decrease. Okay, and it is also called dear money. Okay, what is it called? Dear money. Why dear? Because just stay with me now. Okay, I will not let you go. I will not let you go. Just stay with me. That's why dear. Okay, dear money. So this is the thing you should know. Okay, about expansionary policy and contractionary policy. Okay. Now, what are the tools which we will use to control the money supply or to influence the money supply in the market? Okay. So first, I can say type. It's quantitative factors. Means we can calculate. We can calculate. Simple. Quantitative means you know. Quantity and quality you know. Same thing are there. So first is CRR. Okay. Each and every term full form you should know. They will ask you full form also. Okay. Compulsory. So full form is very much for you. Just make notes properly. So CRR means cash reserve ratio, SLR means statutory liquidity ratio, BR means bank rate, MSF means marginal standing facility, RR means your repo rate, also called as policy rate, RR means reverse repo rate, OM is open market operations. Okay, so all the full forms you should know perfectly. I don't want here any mistake from you guys, right? Now one by one I will tell you about all the terms. Don't worry, we will explain in detail with examples, obviously. Okay, so this is the one that quantitative, and other tools are there, that is qualitative. Okay, qualitative. Means we are focusing on more output. Okay, after influencing or after controlling the money supply, what will be the output? What will be the quality of the, I can say, process, quality of the process, right? So here we have moral suasion, credit rationing, margin requirement, consumer regulation, and direct action. Okay, so in this class I will tell you about quantitative. Okay, then I guess in the next class we will discuss about qualitative, because this is not very important for you actually. Quantitative is very much for you. Okay, so start with this. Let's start with this. So first term here we have liquidity adjustment facility. Okay, where it is? Okay, here it is. Okay, LF, liquidity adjustment facility. Now here the full form itself telling you that here we are adjusting liquidity. Okay, now just see the basic thing. We have bank. We have bank here. Any bank, commercial bank or any bank. Okay, SBI. Now here different types of people are there. You know that some people invest in FD, fixed deposit. Okay, for particular 1 year they are just giving the money to the bank, and after 1 year they will get some interest rate on it. Okay, suppose they invested 10,000, then they will get 10,700 or 10,700 like that. Okay, or 17,000. Sorry, 17,000. It depend on rate, interest rate. You know now what is the interest rate? We are getting interest. Okay, at particular rate. Suppose I invested 100 rupees in the bank. Okay, in the my saving account, if 100 rupees there, then after 3 months or in the 1 year, in 1 year bank give me 3% interest rate. Okay, in quant definitely SICA is there. Okay, so don't worry. So 3% interest is what? 103 rupees. Okay, so you invested 100 rupees, but after 1 year you will get 103 rupees. Okay, so 3 rupees increment like this. Okay, so this is for type of people we are discussing. First people are those who invested FD. Second people, those who invest in saving and current account, who just put their money there. Okay, whenever want they can withdraw, deposit withdraw like that. You can do. Okay, any other people we have? Basically a majority these two people are there, fixed deposit and saving money. Okay, PPF also there, PPF, public provident fund is also there like that. Okay, so now okay, bank is getting money from people like you and me. Okay, like you and me, and then how bank generating their profit or their revenue? Through loans. Okay, so whatever money we have in our current account or saving account, bank is using that money to give the loans. Okay, and on this loan they are charging higher interest rate, suppose 10%, 11%, then they will get the money in the form of interest. So this is the function of bank. Majority of the revenue of the bank will come from loan. Okay, now here is the thing. First thing, that not all the money, okay, bank can give to the customers as a loan. Obviously some things are there, we will discuss later, but now here one term is there, liquidity adjustment facility. Okay, suppose it is like it is happen that many people, okay, want to close their FD today. Many people want to withdraw the amount. Okay, and in that case, if bank does not have any money, then it is a probability. Okay, it is a problematic situation there. So liquidity adjustment facility, what is this? That we can make liquid anything liquid. Liquid means you know that availability of cash. Okay, availability of cash. Basically this is required to adjust the need of the money. Okay, and to availability of money. Suppose many people came, okay, in at a one time to take loans, and bank don't have money to give loans and to give here to these people. So in this case, liquidity adjustment facility is very important. Under this we have two things, that is repo rate and reverse repo rate. Okay, now just keep this example in your mind, and just we will move to repo rate and reverse repo rate. See now. Okay, so what now bank will do? Now what bank will do? We have Bank of Bank. Okay, Bank of Banks, that is your RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So when bank borrowing the money from the Reserve Bank of India, okay, they are borrowing, they will tell that we don't have money, please they give me money. Okay, and the rate obviously RBI will not give free. Okay, RBI will also charging. So the rate at which RBI is charging the money from the bank, it's called your repo rate. Okay, so at particular repo rate, RBI will give money bank. So now bank have liquidity with them. They have cash to give as a loan, to give as a withdrawal facility, like that. Okay, liquidity is there. Now what happens that suppose bank having lots of money. Okay, so suppose on one day lots of people just giving, just deposit the amount. Okay, lots of people repay the loan amount. Okay, lots of things are there, and also 2 to 3 days holidays are there, where bank know that now there is will be no withdrawal. Okay, within this 2 to 3 days. Then in that case for a short term, because basically repo rate is for short term. Okay, RBI will give loan or money, okay, to the bank for a short time, at repo rate. So in that case what RBI will do, RBI will lend the money, okay, or bank will give money to RBI. Bank will give money to RBI, and RBI will give bank a rate, particular rate, and this is called reverse repo rate. Reverse repo rate. Okay, so just remember that bank will deposit the money to RBI, then RBI will give them rate, but very short duration. Okay, short duration is very important one for repo rate and reverse repo rate. Just remember this. So I hope now the difference between repo rate and reverse repo rate is clear for you guys, right? Is clear. Next point, that always remember repo rate will be higher. Okay, obviously repo rate will be always higher than your reverse repo rate. Okay, it has to be. Why? Because suppose RBI giving more reverse repo rate than repo rate, then bank will have more money and they will just spreading all the money in terms of loans, right? Because bank's revenue is from loan, so bank will give lots of loan, okay, because of reverse repo rate. So it has to be low than repo rate. Current repo rate is your 4%, and this is your reverse repo rate is your 3.25%. Okay, so just remember this. They will ask you the question, what is the current repo rate? Okay, now very important about monetary policy, that monetary policy, okay, changes after 2 months. Okay, so it is bi-monthly review will be there, and based on that they will decide whether to change it or keep it same. Okay, it is not necessary to change, based on the market condition, whether inflation is high, what are the things are there. Okay, they will decide, but after 2 months every meeting is there. Okay, and this will decide by MPC, monetary policy committee will be there. Okay, this committee is formed in, I guess, 2003 by Urjit Patel committee. Okay, it's 13, it's 13, not 2003, it's 13. So bi-monthly, 2 months, and decided by MPC. MPC means having a separate department. In Reserve Bank of India there is a separate department of MPC, that is monetary policy committee. Okay, they will decide all the things. So this thing you know now, what is the current repo rate, what is the reverse repo rate. So obviously after 2 months it will, let's see whether it will change or not. Okay, where to check this? On RBI website, RBI official website, we can check the rates. Okay, their column is there, rates, current rates, so there you will check it. Okay, so this is your reverse repo rate and repo rate concept. One more deep point is there basically. Okay, whatever the money RBI is borrowing or bank is lending, okay, bank is lending or RBI is lending or borrowing from the bank. Okay, it is not happening in cash. Actually it is happening, all the transaction happening in government securities. Okay, this is a little deep point for you, but just remember that there are some treasury bills are there, T-bills, which are called T-bill. Okay, so after particular period, that is for 1 year or 3 year, like that particular fixed period is there, after that this bill matures. Okay, government securities mean what? It is guaranteed that our money, our principal amount that we invested, okay, it will remain safe. Also little interest we will get, there. Okay, little interest we will get there. So this is the government security. So all the transactions are happening in government security. So bank transfers the government securities, like bonds are also there, bank central bonds are also there. Okay, state bonds are also there. So bonds, T-bills, like that, some instruments is we call it instruments. Okay, we call it instruments are there. So this is your government securities. Okay, so just little deep point, obviously you know, you should know, that's why I told you. Okay, next. Let's come back to our example now. Okay, that is your bank and loan to customers. Now what I told you, whatever the money bank is receiving from our with deposit and all these things, FD deposit. Okay, compulsory bank need to hold some money with themselves in the form of cash. Compulsory, this is compulsory for the bank. Okay, this is the rule of RBI. If not, then obviously they will apply penalty to the bank, particular bank. Okay, and this is your called cash reserve ratio. We are reserving the cash, very easy. Okay, the name itself telling us the meaning that we are reserving the cash with us. So it is called CRR. Okay, it is called CRR. Currently CRR is 3%. Okay, so suppose you invested 100 rupees in the bank, or you deposit 100 rupees in the bank, then out of that 3% bank will keep it with themselves, okay, in the form of cash. So 3 rupees, so 3 rupees bank will what they will reserve. Okay, this is your CRR, cash reserve ratio. Okay, now the next thing. Now second is your SLR, that is statutory liquidity ratio. Okay, so in this what is happening, that bank need to compulsory, okay, it is compulsory, again ruled by RBI. If you don't, then obviously we will apply penalty on you. So you have to, now the rate is 18%, your SLR is 18%. So this 18% amount, okay, bank will invest in government securities like gold. Okay, bank will invest in gold, like bonds are there. Okay, so government securities, gold, bank can invest. Okay, it is for specifically for investment in government securities and other things. Okay, just remember, CRR cash, okay, with us, with bank. SLR, that need to invest. Okay, so total you can see, suppose 100 rupees you invest, you deposit in the bank, you deposit in the bank 100 rupees, then 3%, okay, is in the form of cash, and 18% is in the form of investment of the bank. So total 21%. Okay, total 21% bank compulsory need to keep it with themselves. Okay, because see, this bank is investing here, means what, money is with them, na, it is them only, money is of them only, there is no change. Okay, so it is called your net demand and time liability. Okay, net demand and time liability. So your CRR and SLR come under this. So whatever you want to do, you can do, but condition is 21% of the amount you should do as per CRR and SLR, and the rest of the amount, okay, rest of the amount you can do, you can give to the people in the form of loan. Simple rule of RBI, okay, Reserve Bank of India. So let's come back to our example now. Let's understand what is happening here. So suppose current rate of CRR is 3% and current rate of SLR is 18%. Total 21% bank will reserve. Okay, 3 rupees already they take from you. 18% means you are 18 rupees again. Okay, so 18 rupees they invested in government securities. So now we have, bank have 79 rupees of you. Okay, this is just example. Actually the you know, in the bank per day transaction is in crores, right? You know already. So this is just an example for our understanding. So 79 rupees we have now with bank, and that 79 rupees bank will give in the form of loan to the customers. Okay, that 79 rupees bank will give in the form of loan to the customers. Okay, now let's understand the impact of CRR and SLR. Okay, suppose RBI told that so let's increase the CRR. I don't want 3%. Okay, I want 6%, 7%. Okay, so RBI is increasing CRR. Now bank is in tension that, oh, earlier we are holding 3% cash, but now 7% we have to hold. Okay, so what is happening, just see here. Suppose it is 7 rupees now. Okay, because 7% of 100 means 7 rupees. So loan amount will decrease. Okay, so because of this, bank can give less loan. If CRR is increased, bank will give less loan, meaning come back to our starting, that money supply, which is very important for monetary policy, meaning that money supply, okay, MS, money supply decrease. Now there are no loans, there are very less loans, obviously money supply decrease. Then again our pattern, that money supply decrease. Okay, demand decrease, and then inflation also decrease, because there is no consumer to purchase the product. Okay, consumer, there is no consumer. So we can say now we are in dear money. This is contraction of economy. This is contraction of economy. So whenever CRR is high, there is a contraction of economy. Okay, now okay, yeah, I hope you are enjoying, because I am enjoying actually. to explain this. Okay, so this is about your CRR SLR, very easy form. Okay, what will happen that if Reserve Bank tell you know means you miss your bank. Okay, that let's do one thing that we will decrease the CRR. Okay, you can keep less cash with you. So now CRR is decreased. So when CRR is decreased, okay, means suppose here only 1% is there, then bank will keep 1 rupees with them, okay. Then this will increase, okay, this will increase because 80 and 19 means bank now give 81 as a loan, 81 as a loan. So loan is increasing, okay, because bank ultimate target is what? Bank ultimate target is revenue, and revenue major source is loan only, because here a very nominal interest they will get. Okay, they are invested in government securities, but it is just 5 to 6%, I can say. Okay, so that's why the majority of this thing will be happening. Loan increased. Okay, loan increase means they are giving lots of loan. Money supply increase in the market, and because of this demand again increase, and then inflation increase. So economy is expanding. Okay, so it is your expansionary policy. Okay, so lots of like this you need to remember that impact of CRR and SLR. Okay, so I hope that now every MCQ you can answer based on this topic. Okay, till now. Now, one question I will ask you. Okay, just think about that. Whether bank is receiving any interest on CRR. Okay, that the cash which bank hold with themselves. Okay, does they are getting any interest on that? Okay, because in SLR they are getting interest from government securities. I already told you. Okay, they are investing in gold. Suppose gold price were rising, then obviously they will get na profit. Gold price suppose is 40,000 now. They are investing in 40,000, and now after 1 year gold price is 42,000. So they are getting 2,000 extra. Okay, means your interest only. Means your interest only. So in the case of this CRR, they will not get interest. Okay, very important MCQ question. If they frame question like this now, then definitely it will be very interesting to see DFC Cell 2021 paper. But I hope that they will set the paper like this. Let's hope, because some difficulty should be there, right? It is not very basically difficulty, it is just concept. All the things are conceptual. So in CRR, note point that there is no interest, and in SLR interest will be there. Example you can write in your notes. Okay, so this is your CRR SLR. Now next thing. Okay, before going to next, we saw the impact of CRR, but what about SLR? What about SLR? Okay, so just I need to make one space here. Okay, just remember our example of 100 rupees. Okay, suppose Reserve Bank tell now let's increase the SLR. Okay, now you will invest, or you will what you can say, you will invest the amount not 18%, let's say 30% or 20%. Okay, let's say 20%, practically 20%. So now again the loan amount is decreased, right? Loan amount is decreased means bank can give less loan. Bank can give less loan means money supply decrease means inflation decrease. So I hope you are getting the idea that whenever government or RBI is feeling that prices are rising very steeply, then they do like this. Okay, they will increase the SLR, they will decrease the SLR based on market. So they will just doing this only. Okay, what is the main purpose? To balance out the things. To balance out the things so that all the people can live happily. Okay, that's it. And our economic growth is also there. Okay, you know that our economic growth is also there, because inflation rises very linearly means economy is growing. Okay, so lots of things are there to consider. That's why these tools are there. Okay, just they are using this tool to regulate the money supply. And again the SLR, suppose RBI tell now bank just keep less that 15% with yourself. Okay, means keep invest 15% in government securities. SLR decrease, loan amount increase, money supply increase, inflation increase. Okay, so SLR and CRR behavior is same. In your notes you will write similar thing, that CRR, if you want proper notes, then just you can do like this also, CRR slash SLR, both are increased means, okay, because the behavior is same, you can see here. That's why I wrote here, because you can compare. Okay, you can compare this similar things. Okay, so this is all about your SSR CRR. All the points are covered here. Now next, MSF. Okay, that is marginal standing facility. Now see, RBI is giving facility to the banks that they can give securities, some part of securities, that is your 2% of NDTL. What is NDTL? Just we discuss, net demand time liability. Okay, So only 2% of NDTL bank can give securities to Reserve Bank of India. Okay, and Reserve Bank will give money or rate. This is your MSF only. Okay, this is the facility provided by RBI, so that in the whenever bank need money, okay, or bank don't have enough money with themselves, so they can take from RBI. Okay, they can take from RBI in collateral of your securities. Collateral means against securities, means give me security, I will give you money. Simple. RBI is, I am RBI, your bank. Okay, so give me securities, government security, bond, T-bill, like that, and I will give you money for that. Okay, so overnight it is very important that overnight. Okay, suppose it happens overnight, then overnight you will get money. So very instant, very instant. Maximum it is for 1 day. Okay, maximum it is for 1 day or overnight. This facility is only available for commercial banks. Okay, commercial banks, very important. Again, they may ask you the question that MSF facility is available for which type of banks. Okay, because you see corporate banks is there, commercial bank is there. So it is only available for commercial bank. Very important MCQ question. They will ask you. Okay, they may ask you. So just remember this compulsory. So this is your MSF. Okay, now about bank rate. So what is the meaning of bank rate actually? Now bank rate is not very useful because all the transaction happen in reverse repo rate and repo rate only. Okay, bank rate are used in some few of the things but not more, because in bank rate is very high. Okay, before repo rate and reverse repo rate bank rate was there, and here rate is very high. Okay, so now it is used for only long term, and it was for long term, sorry, now not now, it was for long term. Like repo rate and reverse repo rate is for short term, right? For short term RBI is giving money or taking money, like that. But whenever there was bank rate, then it is for long term, and rate was also high. Okay? So whenever RBI lent money to the bank, then definitely a bank rate will be there. Okay, for long term, and rate is increased. Current rate is 4.25%. Current rate is 4.25%. Okay, so if bank want money for long term, which is not actually happened nowadays, because only reverse repo rate and repo rate will happen. Okay, but still sometimes it is required, so that's why bank rate is still there. Bank rate is still there. Okay, now let's check the impact of repo rate and reverse repo rate. I guess this point is missing. Okay, I guess I forget to mention this point. Like we check for CRI SLR, na? So let's check for repo rate also. So suppose RBI decide let's increase the repo rate. Okay, now you have to give me 5% or 6%. Okay, then now what bank will do? See, bank want profit only. Okay, they want revenue. So suppose they are getting or they are giving the loan to the public at 10% increase, at 10% increase. Okay, and RBI here at that time repo rate was 4%. Okay, that is 4%. They need to give to whom? RBI. Okay, now suppose RBI increase to 6%, then here they will increase the loan amount. Okay, increase the loan amount. Why? Because they want revenue. They want revenue. So this is the impact of repo rate. So because of this interest rate or loan interest rate, I can say loan rates. Okay, loan rates increase. Now obviously, okay, if earlier you are getting home loan at 10% and now you are getting the same loan at 12%, then you will take or not? Not, obviously. Okay, so loan again decrease here. Loan by people will decrease. Okay, loan decrease means what? Money supply decrease. Money supply decrease means what? Inflation decrease. Okay, inflation decrease means economy is contracting. Okay, dear money, economy contracting. Now suppose RBI decide let's increase the repo rate. Okay, let's decrease. Let's decrease. Earlier it was 4%. Okay, now now it is 6%. Again I will make to 3% now. Okay, so what bank will do? Bank will adjust this. See, 6% is there now. So bank will do 9% here. Now loan rates is 9%. So what happened? That reverse repo rate, sorry, not reverse, repo rate decrease, because of which loan, okay, loan rates or loan interest rate, you can say loan interest rate decrease. Okay, that's why people are taking more loan. Again, money supply in the market is more, and because of that inflation is more. Otherwise happening this. Okay, so inflation is more. So this is the impact on reverse repo rate. Okay, now let's come back to go back to reverse repo rate. Reverse repo rate, that is the amount which RBI will give to bank. Okay, because bank is depositing securities to the RBI. Now suppose reverse repo rate is increased. Okay, reverse repo rate is increased, then definitely bank will get more rates. Okay, so bank will get more money in the form of this interest rate. Okay, so money at bank, okay, money at bank I will say, increase. Okay, now what will do, they do money, they obviously give loan to customers, so loan increase. Okay, if loan increase, then money supply increase, people are taking loan by people increase. Okay, let's just make it loan by people increase, then money supply increase, and then inflation increase. Okay, I just rough the repo rate part, but compare repo rate and reverse repo rate, okay, for this thing, because if they ask you the question from this and the probability is high, they will ask you the question, then without confusion you should answer with 100% accuracy. Okay, I want this. So like this, and if Reserve Bank is giving now raise reverse repo rate, okay, raise reverse repo rate, then definitely money at bank will be less, loan by people will be, I guess I make, yeah, perfect, money at bank less. Okay, so bank will increase the interest rate. Okay, because bank want, what bank want, revenue, so they will again increase the interest rates of loan, and because of which people will not take any loan from bank. Okay, because of which money supply will be less, and because of which inflation will be less. I hope you got this point. Okay, that bank want revenue, so that they will increase the interest, they will increase the interest. Okay, earlier they decrease the interest, why? Because reverse repo rate is high. Okay, and they are earning very good amount from RBI itself. Okay, so that's why just the little drop in interest was there, that's why people take more loan, money supply increase, inflation increase. But now reverse repo rate is decreased. Okay, but bank want earning, bank want revenue, so they increase the interest rate of loans, people will take less loan, less money supply, less inflation. That's it. Okay, so this is the impact of reverse repo rate and repo rate. Okay, and the last term is there, that is OMO. We discuss now OMO, open market operations. Okay, first thing, what is the meaning of open market? Means bank and institutions, financial institutions are there, institutions. Okay, financial institutions are there, like I can say your insurance companies are there. Okay, lots of companies are there, insurance company is the example of one. So what RBI do? Okay, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, buy or sell in this open market. Market means bank and institute. Okay, what buy and sell? Government securities. Government securities. Okay, you know bank is holding government securities. Okay, in the SLR, you know now, right? And institutions also have SLR, government securities. So bonds are there, T-bills are there, like that. So RBI will buy or sell. Okay, now we will see the impact of this. Okay, now see, whenever RBI buy, okay, whenever RBI buy, so obviously RBI is giving money. Okay, so bank or institution will give securities, transaction will be in the form of securities, government securities. Okay, always remember this. So RBI is buying means it will pass the money to bank. Okay, so now again the same thing, that bank having more money, so what we will do, when they have more money, they will give loan. Okay, they will give lots of loan, they will just little decrease the interest rate, they will give the loan. Again, money supply increase in the market and inflation increase. Inflation increase. Okay. Now RBI, suppose RBI sell securities. Okay. Now RBI want, RBI tell, and this is compulsory. Okay. Whenever RBI buy, bank need to buy. Compulsory, institution also need to buy. This is compulsory rule. There is no nothing like I will not buy. Okay, that is not there. So whenever RBI sell, again bank will buy this. Okay. So bank will transfer money to again RBI. Bank having less money, so they will provide less loan to people. Okay, so less money supply in the market, and because of which inflation decrease. Okay, so just remember that whenever RBI buy, inflation increases, and whenever RBI sell, inflation decreases. This thing you have to remember. Okay, so this is the form of OMO, that is open market operations. Okay, so this is all about today lecture. Okay, I hope you enjoy this, because I enjoy very much. Just make proper notes of each and everything. Okay, if you have any query, any doubt, just comment down below. I will definitely answer your query and I will resolve that. Okay, so just have a good night's sleep now, and we will meet again on Monday. Okay, on Monday at 7. Now the classes timing will be 99% is fixed, that is your 7 p.m. every evening. Okay, so compulsory every evening 7 p.m. I want you on the channel. Compulsory like all the videos that you are watching on the channel, and keep supporting. And then if you have any doubt, then just we will do this. Okay, on Monday we will discuss about qualitative tools. That's just one line of each and every one. Okay, and then we will move to next. So till then, just keep the revising, and tomorrow the strategy will be there. Okay, strategy video will be there. So just wait for that, and I will tell you what are the targets of your Saturday, Sunday, weekend. Okay, weekend target we will discuss, and also form queries there. And also one thing is there, that how you can maximize your chances in DFC sale. Okay, that one idea is there, that how you can do that. So we will discuss on that things also. Okay, so let's meet tomorrow. Till then, good night and all the best.